John McAdams of the Department of Political Science, as stated by ProDeathPenalty.com, states that if we execute murderers and there is in fact no deterrence, we have killed a bunch of murderers. If we fail to execute murderers and doing so would have in fact deterred other murderers, we have allowed the killing of a bunch of innocent victims. I would much rather risk the former. To me, this is not a tough call. Another situation that comes to mind whenever I think about the death penalty is clearly stated by WesleyLowe.com. In this situation, Rosa Velez and Luis Vera. Rosa Velez happened to be in her apartment when a man named Luis Vera burglarized her apartment in Brooklyn. He states, "Yeah, I shot her, and I knew I wouldn't go to the chair." This wasn't a real possibility for the state, and it wasn't a real possibility because the crime had been committed somewhere where the death penalty was not an option. So the question remains, should America keep the death penalty? Yes, absolutely, and it should be statewide. There are many reasons why the death penalty should not be done away with, but for today we're going to look at 3 specific areas why this justified action should remain in America. Point 1, worldwide the death penalty is accepted, and if others can do it, why can't we? Point 2, the death penalty actually saves lives rather than takes them. And 3rd and finally, what is killing someone going to show? We're going to explain that a little bit later, but let's go ahead and take a look at my first point, how worldwide the death penalty is generally accepted. DeathPenaltyInfo.org states that most states, 35 of them out of the 50, have the death penalty. And this is proven by deathpenalty.procon.org that in 2010, at least 527 executions were carried out by at least 23 countries. That's pretty worldwide acceptance to me, not including the thousands of executions carried out by China, which are undocumented. The death penalty statistics in China are considered state secrets. Iran executed over 252 people. North Korea pulls in with a whopping executions of over 60, and the United States executed 46, the lowest on this general list of countries that are performing executions. So if others can do it, once again, why can't the United States? It's worldwide accepted, and why isn't it accepted here? Well, let's take a look at my point 2, how the death penalty saves lives. DeathPenaltyCurriculum.org says, similar to the way a robber's put in prison, they're prevented from robbing on the streets. Vicious murderers must be killed to prevent them from murdering again, either in prison or in society if they should perhaps get out. Both as a deterrent and as a form of permanent incapacitation, the death penalty helps to prevent future crime. This is kind of a weird idea for most people to accept, but look at it this way. Like the example states, if someone is killing out on the streets, why not put them away? And why not give them no chance to get out? If they could possibly kill again, why not prevent it? Another general idea that's looked at under this point is that innocent men are never executed. Have you ever heard of a situation where a man went to court, man or woman, went to court and was found innocent and then later executed? No, it doesn't happen. You're not going to have proven innocence while that person is still alive. Generally, about 10 years are spent on death row. That's time to go through court cases, to research, to prove innocence if it is necessary to be proven. Whenever someone is put on death row, there's hard evidence accusing them of the crime. This isn't a general, if you commit a crime, you're immediately going to put on death row. There's backup evidence for this situation. So the idea that innocent men are never executed is generally true. If you're innocent and you're proven innocent, you're not going to be killed. So if the death penalty saves lives, whether now or later, and worldwide the death penalty is accepted, let's go ahead and take a look at my point 3 of what's killing someone going to show. ProDeathPenalty.com says, basically here's the argument. If execution is murder, then killing someone in war is murder. Our country should stop fighting wars, right? On the contrary, it's necessary to protect the rights of a group of people. Hence, the death penalty is vital to protect a person's right to live. Is arresting someone the same as kidnapping? Pulling them out of society? No. Executing someone is not murder in the same sense. It's a punishment by society for a deserving criminal. According to selfhelpcollective.com, death is the 6th biggest fear known. That's natural deterrence. If you are going to die for a crime that you commit, the likelihood of you committing the crime is substantially lower. So, looking at all 3 points today, should America keep the death penalty? Yes, absolutely. Because one, worldwide the death penalty is accepted, and if other countries can do it, why can't we? Point two, the death penalty saves lives. Whether you look at now or later, it's saving people. And third and finally, what's killing someone going to show? Well, the death penalty isn't necessarily murder, just like war isn't murder, and pulling someone out of society is not kidnapping. Deterrence is key. If we could have deterred Luis Vera with the idea that he would go to the chair if he committed this crime, Rosa Velez wouldn't have to die. So, is the death penalty fair and should we keep it? There's no doubt in my mind. A resounding yes.